Good afternoon, children. Standard ninth, subject Political Science, lesson number 5, India and the Other Countries, part 2. Yes, children. In part 1, we have studied about the India and her neighbors, and then we have seen the main neighbors, that is India and Pakistan, and the next one, that is the India and China. These are the two concepts we have cleared it in the part 1. Now let us see the further part, that is the India and the other neighbors. Okay, so I would like to read it over here. That is page number 86, India and the other neighbors. First one is the Afghanistan. Okay, children, so every one of you all just pay attention over here. Afghanistan. India has extended India. There is a lot of political instabilities in the Afghanistan. The dominance of the terrorist organizations Taliban is responsible for this. India has extended help to bring the peace, security, and stability, curb violence, and establish a democratic government. Similarly, India is also helping Afghanistan in re-establishing the communication facilities that have got destroyed due to the war, build the roads, cooperates in the fields of the science and technologies, and build the schools, health facilities, and the irrigation projects. Okay, children. So Afghanistan is also one of the neighboring countries of the India. Now here we Indian has means our India has extended help to bring the peace, security, stability, curb, and establish a democratic government. So children, India is also helping the Afghanistan in what? Establishing in communication facilities to build the roads, schools, irrigations, and also the health service. Okay, children. Now let us see the next point, that is the Bangladesh. I am reading it. Pay attention. Today, Bangladesh is the erstwhile East Pakistan. While when Pakistan was created, it had two parts. Western East Pakistan, there was linguistic differences between them. There were the other political conflicts as well. The movements to liberate the Bangladesh emerged out to this. This movement tried to free the Bangladesh from the dominance of the West Pakistan. India helped Bangladesh in its freedom struggle. Bangladesh was formed in the 1971. Some treaties were signed between the India and Bangladesh about sharing the river waters and some regarding the shared borders. When put an end to the conflicts between them, now trade relations between the two countries are growing. Okay, children. So let us see what is the next neighboring country, that is the Bangladesh. Now, children, as I have read that Pakistan was made up to the two parts. Okay, first one is the West Pakistan and the second one is the East Pakistan. Now here the linguistic and the political, these are the conflicts between them. Okay, so what happened? The movements liberate Bangladesh from the West Pakistan took place, and then Bangladesh came into the existence due to the India help in its freedom struggle. Okay, and so the trade relations are improving between the India and the Bangladesh. Okay, children. Now the next one point is what? That is the Sri Lanka. India has friendly relations with the southern India has a friendly relations with the southern neighboring Sri Lankas. Political instabilities in the Sri Lanka after the 1985 was the results of the differences between the Tamils and the Sri Lanka governments. At that time, India and sent a peacekeeping force to help the Sri Lanka government. Friendly relations with the Sri Lanka are important from the point of view of security in the Indian Oceans. Okay. Yes, children. The first one, that is the next one country. The third one, that is the India and the other neighbor country. The name is Sri Lanka. Now, children, in Sri Lanka, it is said that there is what? The political instability in Sri Lanka was the results of the difference between the Tamils and the Sri Lanka government. So here, India had sent a peacekeeping force. It was in the year 1987, and so the help to help the Sri Lanka government, and then The friendly relations with Sri Lanka are important from the point of view of security in the Indian Oceans. Okay, children, let us move on to the next one, that is the Nepal. The Nepal is the fourth neighboring country. Now here, India has friendly relations with the southern neighbors, that is the Sri Lanka. Political instabilities in the Sri Lanka in the year 1985 was Sorry, children. Moving on to the next one, that is the Nepal. Yes, so Nepal is the fourth. Now here I am reading it. Nepal and Bhutan are landlocked countries surrounded by the mountainy terrain. Their boundaries are linked with the India and China. The foundations of the friendships between the India and Nepal was laid with the Indo-Nepalese friendship treaty in 1950. According to this treaty, Nepalese citizens cannot only enter the India, but they are also permitted to take up the government jobs and carry on the trade in the India. This year 1990 marked the beginning of the Nepal's transitions in the democracy. Nepal is dependent upon the India for the economic progress, basic facilities, food relations, India trades and energy needs. India sent a lot of help to the Nepals in the time of 2015 earthquake. Okay, children. Now here, Nepal. Now children, Nepal is the fourth neighboring country. So here, Nepal is said to be the landlocked country. Why? Because the foundation of friendship between the India and Nepal was led with whom? Indo-Nepalese friendship, and it was in the year 1950. So here, according to this treaty, Nepalese citizens can enter the India and they can take up the government jobs to carry on the trade in India. Okay, children, and then Nepal is dependent on the India for the economic and infrastructure development, basic foods, trade and energy needs. So India sent help to the Nepal at the time of the year 2015 earthquake. Okay, children. Now let us proceed to the next one, that is the Bhutan. Okay. India bears the responsibilities of the defense of Bhutan. Bhutan has a huge source of water. India has cooperated in the project to produce the hydel power on a large scale using these sources. Okay, children. So India, what is said that about the Bhutan? India is saying India has taken upon itself the responsibilities of the defense of Bhutan and a landlocked country. So India is helping Bhutan in the hydel power project. Okay, children. The next one is what? That is the Myanmar. Okay. Now children, Myanmar in India dose. In the Indian dose, Myanmar in the Indian dose of the Southeast Asian countries. Southeast, Middle Asia and the Southeast Asia will be connected with each others with the rail and roadways that are being developed in this area. This will help to increase the trade and the other exchange in this region. India will be able to import the natural gas from the Myanmar. Okay, children. So here it is said about the Myanmar. Now let us see over here what is it saying about the Myanmar. Okay, children. Now Myanmar is the sixth neighboring country. Okay, children. This Myanmar in India is the India's door to the Southeast Asian countries. So what happens? The rail and the roadways, these brings the development, increase the trade and the other exchange with the India. So India will be able to do what? Import the natural gas from the Myanmar. Okay, India will be able to import the natural gas from the Myanmar. Okay, now the next one is what? Maldives. India's relations with the Maldives have been friendly right from the beginning. This small nations to the south of India is dependent on India for a lot of reasons. Trade relations have been established between the two since 1981. India has helped the Maldives in the developments of the basic facilities of the infrastructure, health and communication from 2006. And then 2006 onwards, the cooperations in the military field also started between the two countries. So they have entered into the treaties with respect to the cooperation in space research, conservations of the historical object and tourism. Similarly, they have decided to cooperate in the areas of fighting against the terrorism. Okay, children. Seventh neighboring country, it is said as what? Maldives. Okay, children. Now, here Maldives is dependent on the India for what purpose? For the development of trade, infrastructure, health and the communication. So, what is happening here? The trade relations. Now, this trade relations was from the year 1981 and the cooperations in the military field had started in the year 2006. So, when they have entered into the treaties to cooperate to the cooperations in the space research, there was a conservation of the historical object tourisms and fight against the terrorisms. Okay, children. Now, let us see the next point, that is the South Asian Association for the Regional Cooperation. Okay, children. So, let us see what is that. Now, SAARC. This is one of the regional organization establishing by the South Asia countries in 1985. The aim of the organization is to encourage the economic cooperations between the South Asia nations and thereby achieve the developments of the South Asian region. The organizations of the SAARC is a platform for the South Asian countries to come together and discuss the common questions and interest. Some common interests of the South Asian countries are alleviations of the poverty, developments of the agricultures and technological revolution. Some treaties were signed on the SAARC platform to make it easy for the South Asia. Asia should be made into the free trade area for an equitable development of the South Asian nation. A treaty about forming the South Asian Free Trade Area was signed and South Asian University was established. Okay, children. So, what is this SAARC? It is said as the South Asian Association for the Regional Cooperation. Okay, children. So, this was one of the cooperation which was established in the year that is said as 1985. For what purpose? To encourage the economic cooperations and then to achieve the developments of the South Asian region. So, here the platform that is for the South Asian country is to come together and discuss the common questions and interests. So, their common interests are the elevations of the poverty, developments of the agriculture and technological revolution, and then it was agreed that South Asia should be a free trade area and South Asian University was established. Okay, children, I hope you must have understood it. Now our next point is what? Okay, the next one, that is the India and America. Okay, children, now I think we should go on with the next point. So I hope till here every one of you all must have understood it. Thank you.